beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we got a beer from Leikeim Brewery in Germany, and this is their premium Pils. I've been really enjoying my German beer as of late. Most of you regular viewers of the channel will totally kind of be with me on that. 4.9% ABV, 500 milliliter bottle. Here is a look at the label then. Very simple label. Hops. A nice simple emblem. The thing is with German beer, it's not about the kind of over extravagant branding. It's all about the liquid inside the bottle. So they got this kind of Leikeim branded glass that they use, and you can see here that you have these tram lines on the glass where the beer has been, or the bottle, not the beer, the bottle has been recycled over and over. It goes into a cleaning machine that kind of rolls the bottle, and you can see the tram lines where it's been rolled and rolled. If you take a bottle back to a German bottle bank or back to the brewery, they give you 10 cents back in exchange. We used to do stuff like that here in the UK, but it kind of all stopped when we chucked everything in plastic bottles. So, swing top cap on this one. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Ooh. Lovely bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. Now what I do with this, I always put my finger on the swing top. Because what happens, sometimes it can swing round and it doesn't cause any problems. It's just nice that the swing top's not swinging around. Okay. So, beer in the glass, 2 to 3 finger, white head, good levels of carbonation, light, straw coloured beer. It looks really good. The beer is available from our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk. Beers of Europe, the largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beers from all over the world. If you've worked away, if you've been on holiday and you found that wonderful beer that you love and you want to drink it back in the UK, the best place to find it is beersofeurope.co.uk. Link in the description box of the video. So, aroma then on this lovely looking beer. It's that wonderful classic German Pils aroma of a slight stinging nettle aroma. A little bit of sweetness coming through from the malt. A light biscuity breadiness from the malt, then a little bit of sweetness. And on the back end you have this wonderful peppery kind of spicy herbal stinging nettle aroma. We'll talk about stinging nettles later on in the review, but let's get into this beer then. Cheers everybody. Ooh. This one has that slight, and I mean this with the greatest of respects, but there's no other way for me to describe it. It's a feeling. It's a feeling of like a very quick drying on the palate. It's a bit like back in the 1980s and 90s when I used to put hairspray in my hair, and you'd accidentally get a bit of hairspray on your tongue, and it'd be like that kind of like, ooh, that drying sensation. That's the biggest thing I'm picking up in this beer, is that kind of ultra drying sensation. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's not, for me personally, it's not the, I would prefer it if it wasn't there. I would prefer it if the beer wasn't kind of like so drying on the tongue. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It might be something to do with the water. It might be something to do with the malt. Probably not the hops or the yeast. Probably water. So carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. You then get this kind of crisp, light, malty flavour, and then you get that kind of drying sensation. And then you're left with this bitter finish of spiciness, pepperiness, a little bit of stinging nettle in the beer. It's as drying as it is, it's actually quite refreshing. It's actually quite a refreshing beer. So, pardon me. What do I tackle first? I won't tackle the stinging nettle bit first. Let's tackle the fact that, would I drink another one? Let's ask myself that question. Would I drink another one of these beers? Would I, after having one of these, would I be happy to buy, say, another 3 or 4 bottles? Have a bit of a mini session on it. I'm going to be perfectly honest and say there's better German Pilsners out there. It's a little bit astringent. The bitterness is quite, I mean, if you like your Pilsner beers kind of really, really bitter, then this will be for you. This will definitely be for you. But for me, that combination of that slight kind of drying sensation on the mouth, that kind of ultra kind of like high bitterness. I mean, I'm not going to pour this beer down the sink, not by any imagination, but at the same time, I think I would struggle to buy, say, 4 or 5 bottles of it. Maybe I'd buy one every now and again. But I can imagine it. I can imagine it going down really well with a kind of German sausage, something along those lines. A nice kind of Frankfurter with mustard and onions, sitting in a German beer garden with some Frankfurter and mustard and onions and fries and a nice pint of German beer. It is quite refreshing. The stinging, let's tackle the stinging nettle very quickly then. So the stinging nettle in the beer is, it's what they used before they found the hop. They always used to use stinging nettles or other herbs and bits and pieces to preserve the beer and to spice the beer up a little bit. They then found hops, they developed hops, and of course then, because they were using stinging nettle, they almost kind of like develop hops that tasted a little bit like stinging nettle. That's going to happen naturally anyway, because on the Darwin tree of life, the stinging nettle and the hop branches off. It's cousins on the Darwin tree of life. Yeah. Frankish family brewery since 1887. That was the year that they built this house in Wales. Big industrial revolution all over Europe back then. Lots happened in 1887, it seems. Lots of breweries opened, lots of terraced housing was built, lots of industry was going on. Rating then. The beer looks okay in the glass, doesn't it? It looks pretty good. Good lacing, good head retention. It's got a nice aroma. Maybe it is that combination of the water and the malt. Maybe it's just that's causing that kind of drying sensation. It's a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.